Well, I thought we played a really good basketball team tonight, and it was a team that runs good offense. They back pick you. They flare screen you. They cross screen with guards on post, and just show a lot of different variations. And it was one of those grinded out games, and I'm happy to get out of it with a win. I think our group knows we didn't play as well as we're capable of playing, and we got to make sure that we have energy for every game, because that's what this team's about. And we got to fix some things right now, but it's nice to be 4-0. And we played a team that had 5 or 6 kids with a lot of international experience that knew how to play the game. They had redshirted about 4 or 5 of those kids, so they'd been around the program and knew the system. And that guy does a really good job coaching them. So we're glad to get a win. We need to improve. We need to get better. And I'm sitting here despite not playing like we want to play. We forced 26 turnovers and held somebody to 52 points. So there are some positives, and the 2 ladies on both sides of me played well tonight and helped our team secure a win.
Coach, you had a good second half against Tulsa last week. You do it again tonight. What's working for your team in the second half?
I thought we showed a lot better patience in the second half, and we get up 8-0 and are working the ball a little bit and turning it over rolling it over offensively, reversing the basketball, and then we started shooting quick shots. And it just put them in transition, and we didn't make the defense work for them. And when we did, we got to the free throw line. We shot 34 free throws, but got to cash in at the free throw line a lot better than we did. You take away Vivian Gray's 10 for 10, and I believe we were, 11 for 24 with the rest of our group. So, hey, a lot of our offense is based on getting to the free throw line, and you got to step up and knock down free throws.
Coach, you mentioned that this was like kind of a grinded out game. Do you kind of take advantage of that, knowing you're going to be playing some pretty tough teams coming up the next few weeks, that your team has some experience in a grinded out game instead of just running away with one?
Well, I mean, I think it does us a lot better to have to play for 4 quarters, and that ball game was tight for 3 quarters. And we're getting ready to play Rice, who won Conference USA last year and has the Conference Player of the Year and won 28 games. And I don't care what level you're at, you win that many games, you got a good ball club. So, and then we're in a pretty stiff gauntlet right now of who we're getting ready to face. So it's time for us to step up and elevate our game.
You also mentioned turnovers. You won turnover battle 26-10. Is that something that you guys really focus on as a defense?
It's important for us to get deflections and turnovers, and now it's time for us to take the next step. I feel like we play hard for the majority of the time, but when we don't block somebody out at the end, it's going to cost you giving up threes, and it happened 3 or 4 times. We didn't guard very well on inbounds plays when they had 5 or 6 seconds to go. Those are things that we got to improve on. There's just a lot of area for improvement, but rebounding's a big factor, and you know, we got some kids that are gifted, but we got to make sure that we're put a body on somebody and get physical. And I thought they were more physical than us tonight and took us out of what we did a little bit, but it's still nice to get an 18-point win and go to 4-0.
Would you say that you guys are more of a second half team? Because coming into the night in the second half, you all have outscored your opponents 105-64.
I think that's a nice way of just saying we've been really bad in the first half. So, you know, I know you're trying to be kind on it, but that's honest truth. We got to play for 40 minutes, and we got to have good first quarters and good second quarters. And you know, we scored 47 against Tulsa in the second half, and we scored 40 tonight in the second half. So, you know, it's got to be where we channel our energy and are able to play for 4 quarters.
What did you do to motivate your team? Because in the second half, shooting improved immensely.
Just thought we were a lot more patient, and we waited for them to make a mistake. And the first half, I just thought our shot selection was really poor. We shot it too quickly, and part of being a good offensive team is waiting for the defense to make a mistake, and when you jack it up off the first pass, they're not going to make any mistakes defensively.
Torrin, 5 assists, no turnovers. That's a pretty incredible ratio. Is the game starting to slow down for you a little bit?
I would say so. I'm getting more comfortable with the game. Coach Littell puts an emphasis in practice on not turning over the ball, so I think that's helped as well.
Coach, just her ability to impact outside of just scoring, a couple of rebounds, a couple assists, no turnovers, and a couple of steals. How pleased have you been with just the growth this early in the career?
Lo is always going to give you great effort, and she's always going to guard one of the better players on the other team, and that's a tough assignment for a freshman, but we knew that she was capable of that, and when you play with great effort and you're coachable on a daily basis, good things are going to happen. And she stood up and was aggressive today and gave us that extra score that we've been looking for. We've got scoring from Mack and Viv. We need the third and fourth scorers to step up, and she did that. So she continues to get better, and when you got a good attitude and you have great effort, you'll get better in this program.
Natasha, you had 19 points and 10 rebounds tonight. I think that's your third double-double in the last 4 games. Can you kind of describe what you've seen as your own personal growth the last several games?
Honestly, I just think I'm working harder. When I get the ball, I'm told to go to work because, I'm a selfish player. I like to pass it, look for other people. But I can just continue to go hard, rebound it. Every rebound is mine.
Coach, remember the 4 game. I know how important it is to you. Do you have anything you'd like to say about just what you guys were in remembrance of tonight?
Well, we want to remember how special 4 people were to Cowgirl basketball and the Oklahoma State family, and it was a special night. It was a celebration of life for 4 people. We had Coach Budke's sisters and a niece here tonight. We had Miranda's mom and sister and a niece and a nephew, and a lot of the Brandstetters were here tonight. And Oklahoma State has always done a good job of remembering the 10 and remembering the 4, and it's special people that we'll always continue to remember. Earlier in the week, we took our players out to the memorial and explained to them, because none of them were here, and a lot of them were really young and didn't even know what happened. So we explained how special Coach Budke and Coach Cerna were to young people and how many lives they've impacted. So it was important for our players to know what our program's about and who's responsible for resurrecting the program back. And that started with Coach Budke and Coach Cerna, and just special people.
Lauren, you played great tonight. You shot 4 for 7. Is that something you worked on in practice this past week?
I would say so. We try to get shots up outside of practice. I've been doing that more so, and I think that's helped with my confidence as well.
Anything else?
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.